Imagine meeting yourself 10 years from now. Not the version that you hope to become, but the version that you actually are creating, that with the decisions that you're making today. Will they thank you? Or will they ask you one question? What have you done? Because your future self isn't some distant idea. It's being built right now with every action that you take and also with every action that you avoid. One of the biggest lies people believe is I still have time, I will start later, I will change when I'm ready, I just need to figure things out first. But life doesn't work like that. Time doesn't pause. Time doesn't slow down. 10 years pass immediately, let's say. Time just passes. And while you are waiting for the perfect moment, your life is already moving forward without you. People always talk about the cost of taking risk, but nobody talks about the cost of waiting. Waiting costs confidence, waiting costs experience, waiting costs momentum. But most importantly, waiting costs years of your life. Not all at once, but slowly, quietly, without you noticing it. Until one day you realize that you are not where you thought you would become. And I want to share my personal experience with that. Before university, I already had this idea in my head that I wanted to build a business, but I honestly didn't know exactly how. But surely I didn't want a normal path. I wanted the freedom. I want to create something on my own. But at the time I was 19, something like that. I was scared of failing, scared of choosing the wrong direction, scared of what the people would think. So I didn't listen myself. I chose the safe path. I went to university, and honestly, I don't regret it. It was still an experience. I learned something. I met people. I grew in different ways. But at the same time, I made a huge mistake. I let fear decide for me, and that cost me time. 3 years of time where I already knew what I wanted, but I didn't act on it. And when I finally decided to pursue what I actually wanted, I wasn't starting from where I could have been. In some way, I was starting from behind. I had to learn everything from scratch. I had to build my skills. I had to rebuild even my confidence. I wasn't aligned with myself. It's like I don't know. I was completely lost. I had to pay back the debt that I took from university. And looking back, right, I um, I did. I'm not regretting it. It was still an experience. But the point is that fear was my decision maker, not me, but the fear. So I took the lesson, and after graduation, something changed. I realized that I already spent years letting fear lead my life. So I decided that I wasn't going to do that again. So finally, I started doing what I actually wanted to do. So I became an IT closer, not because at the time I had certainty, not because I had guarantees, but because it felt aligned. Because usually it's the first step in order to become an entrepreneur. And that's why I talk a lot about alignment so much today, because I know what it feels like to live out of alignment. to wake up early every day and feel like your life doesn't fully belong to you. And I also know what it feels like when your actions finally match who you are. That's where peace comes from. Not from having everything figured it out, but from no longer fighting yourself. The real lesson that I learned is that most people think success comes from knowing more or waiting until they feel ready. But confidence doesn't come from that, it comes from action. If I had waited until I felt ready, I would still be waiting or maybe working in a 9 to 5. Your future self is not a mystery, it's a reflection of your current habits and your current emotions. Every decision that you make today is building that person that you want to become. Every workout that you skip, every skill that you delay learning, every excuse that you repeat, every promise that you every promise that you break to yourself, it all adds up. And one day you will meet the result. So guys, the real question isn't what do I want to become. The real question is what am I becoming right now? Because you are not becoming what you say, you are becoming what you do. One day you will become your future self. Year pass, that's guaranteed. 10, 15, 20, 30 years from now pass anyway. The only uncertainty is what version of you will show up. The disciplined one or the one that keep waiting, postponing. And your future self now is not asking you to be perfect right now. It's asking you to stop ignoring what you already know, the choice that you want to make. Because every day that you delay your life is a day that they can never get back. So start now. Not when it's easy, not when you feel ready, but now. Okay? So guys, if this message resonated with you and you're ready to start taking control of your life and living more aligned, send me a message on Instagram. The link is in the description. Let's go.